driving here tonight to Connecticut, and I'm pretty excited about where we're going tomorrow morning because we are going to be tackling the #1 challenge facing our industry, and that is labor. In fact, a recent study that was published earlier this year said that 81% of hardscape business owners claim that labor is the biggest hindrance to the growth of their businesses. So what we're going to be doing is tackling that challenge head on, empowering ourselves and empowering our teams because we have great people, they work hard, they love what they do. Let's help them be more successful. Tomorrow morning, we're meeting up with Paver Pete and a couple contractors and innovators that are bringing all these tools and equipment to the industry. It's going to be automation, it's going to be mechanization, it's going to be awesome, and we're going to lay 800 square feet of pavers in just a couple hours without ever touching the pavers with our fingers. I can't wait, but for now, I got to keep driving.
You have a winning team and you're looking to add to it. Learning new tools is always exciting. We want to create that, let me try that feeling from our team. Training and a little bit of practice and it's game time. Now we're mechanically screeding our bedding layer. It's ASTM number 8 stone. The shape, hardness, and gradation is almost perfect. Hey Caleb, these screed rails look very different to me. What's going on here?
They're not your normal screed rails. They're actually 60 mil by 80 mil screed rails.
Okay, and they're not sitting on the base. That's different as well.
Yeah, so we're padding them up with some of that number 9 stone. So the top of that is actually going to be our finished grade.
Okay, now I noticed that we're about 3/8 inch high there at the garage floor.
Right, so we're 1/4 inch high because of the point load of the vehicles driving in and out of the garage.
We want to lay that little bit high. Pavers are going to be way more impact resistant than that ready mix concrete. Can you use these screed rails for base material, hybrid and dense grade?
Correct, yeah, they're 60 mil by 80, so you can stand them upright, and you can also adjust here the height.
Okay, now what is this tool called?
So this is a mini screed.
The mini screed. Now you can use it 1 person, 2 person, or mechanically. Can you show me that?
Correct, so right now it's set up for 2 people. So you'd have 1 guy on either end pulling. Okay. Otherwise, we can do it with just 1 person. So we're gonna move these handles to the center. So now we're pulling just 1 person.
Okay, now what is our width? What are we set to now?
So right now it's about 12 feet.
And our driveway's?
19 feet.
19 feet. So anywhere from 19 to, I don't know, 20 or 22, that's kind of your average driveway. What width can you screed?
This goes to 13'6".
Okay, so then we're gonna really want mechanical, and how would we set that up?
So we're gonna set a screed rail on the outsides and 1 down the center.
Okay, now that'd be a lot of weight. So how would we mechanically screed that big of an area?
Application like this, they have these little D-rings or hooks on each side.
Okay.
Chain's gonna hook to that, go in a V formation.
1 on either side, okay.
Right, to the machine that's bringing us the bedding material. And as it brings it, it's dumping it, and we're pulling it at the same time.
The machine that's bringing our bedding layer is also pulling our screeder?
Correct.
Now that's gotta be more efficient.
It's 100% faster.
100% more efficient. Thanks, Caleb. Hey Phil, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Pete?
This is the Multi-6 3K, am I correct?
That's correct.
Now tell me some of the features and benefits of this, especially the side shift.
So unique thing about the Multi-6 3K, I'll just start with maybe the machine. The machine that it has to couple to, 7,000 pounds or greater.
Okay.
So any excavator.
Standard excavator.
The only requirement is you need 2 hydraulic circuits.
Okay.
So basically 4 hydraulic lines run this clamp.
Okay.
Super cool,
That's
super
part
simple
of
to
the
set up.
setup procedure.
That's absolutely
now,
correct.
how long does that setup typically take?
So if you have standard pavers, pretty simple, 15 minutes, half hour to set the head up.
Okay.
And what I mean setting up the head, you're adjusting these feet back and forth.
That's the adjustment. So
Adjusting
set up
the height.
and then adjustment. Now there's a measurement that needs to be taken, correct?
That's correct. So if I take a tape measure, and you can hold that side, Pete,
Yeah.
measure the paver with the spacer bar. This paver is exactly 39 inches.
Okay.
So then when I set it on that steel foot,
Okay.
right on here,
Yeah.
there's an orange bolt right here.
Okay.
That has to be to the center of that bolt, the exact same measurement. So that 39 inches should translate right up here to this bolt.
Wow.
And it's exact. If I did have to make any adjustments, this simple tool that comes with the head runs right through the foot into this little socket, and I can turn, I adjust righty-tighty.
Okay.
So you turn it right to tight, loosen it up.
So that's our tensioning.
That's our tensioning.
Okay, and it's done with that simple hand crank
That's
tool.
correct.
Now the next step is going to be testing, right?
Before testing, I'll just maybe point out, we have these rollers on this
Okay.
particular unit, which is really cool. This particular pattern obviously comes as a block of pavers.
As a stack bond, right?
This is going to be a half bond.
All right.
So these rollers, very, very cool. And this takes maybe just a little bit more time setting up, but these are strategically placed
Right.
and the distance in
They're
and out.
adjustable in and out.
That's
And
correct.
threaded in and out.
So when these arms come down, that's going to side shift, and we'll show you that. It'll
Okay.
side shift the pattern to an exact half bond.
And that's going to be part of our testing, right?
That will be part of the testing.
After we've made our adjustments, made sure that we've tensioned it where we
Correct.
think it's, we're just going to lift it up a little bit. What are
Right.
we looking for there?
So when you look underneath the pallet, you should have a nice flat surface. You shouldn't have any sagging. If you have sagging, then that's a little bit of a danger point.
Okay.
So set it down right away and make your adjustments.
Make our adjustments, and then we'll test again.
That's correct.
Okay, and we might even spin it.
Right? Make sure it's stable. A lot of times I'll hold it low to the ground. I'll just take my toe and I'll push on those sides just to make sure that
Okay.
we don't have any deflection there, anything that's going to fail.
Again, and this is in our 15 to 30 minutes.
Correct.
Okay, which
Yeah,
is not very
simple,
long.
very quick.
Okay, and then we'll shift it to side, and then we can begin. Can we test it? Can we bring
Absolutely.
it up and see how that looks, then set it back down and then pick it up again?
I'll show you exactly how that
Let's
looks.
do that. And we're just looking.
So one unique thing there, Pete, obviously you protect your pavers with that mesh underneath there. Sometimes the feet will grab that, but just a matter of pulling it out of your way.
So we're looking for, and can you bring it down just a little bit?
Absolutely.
We're looking for any kind of bowing that
Correct.
might be occurring. Can you take it back down
I
and
can.
pick it up again? Just re-cube. And up again. I think we're good. Let's take it over there. We test the side chip. Back up. We're going to be mechanically laying our blue 6.5 by 13 in 60 mil for this residential driveway. We could also do 80 mil, or we could do valet, we could do linea, we could lay hydra, we could lay diamond, or part of the HD2 family, we could lay Westmount, Hexa, or even the Everest in 10 by 10s. Style? Yeah, we got style. We're going to apply all 4 design pillars here. The shape, we've got the 6.5 by 13 rectangle. We've got some of the Squadra, 3.25 by 3.25. We've got a cobble border along the edge. We have texture. We have HD2. This is hyper smooth, mixed with basalt stone and cobble texture. We got scale. We've got the product matching the siding on the home. I really like that. And the color shale gray is really going to brighten this dull spot. At 800 square foot, we'll be able to lay this driveway in 2 hours. Yes, they could do it by hand, but muscling it day in and day out can wear you out. So using the right equipment to feed material to those who are laying with vacuum and suction equipment can increase production rates, or using it to lay the entire area. Let's get out of their way because we're going to start laying.